everybody, hope everyone's doing well. Well, today it is May 22nd, 2024. I'm here to do, I don't want to say impromptu video because I really wanted to do this video, but I thought that I would do it after my therapy session because there's a developments and things that are happening in my life. Things have changed considerably. And so I wanted to talk to my therapist, and then I was going to come to the video if I wasn't sobbing. Unfortunately, my therapist had to cancel today. She told me earlier on in the day, and I started thinking, well, then I'll just, da 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 da, do whatever. And I started thinking, no, you know what? I want to do this. I want to do this video despite the fact that I haven't communicated what I'm going to talk about here. So tomorrow I have my therapy instead of today. But there's been a lot of changes, and I want to talk about a couple of things first, though, before I get into the changes. Number one is that I really contemplated how often I was going to do my videos, and also if I was going to take a little bit of a break. Now, honestly, the break wouldn't really be because I need the break. It's just the content that I'm bringing is sort of much the same thing. And I don't want my channel, honestly, I don't want it to just be about this, But the truth of the matter is this is what it's about right now. And I really hope to take the journey with you guys and see where this goes and see, where I grow and how it, everything that I'm doing now, the work that I'm doing now, to see where it goes. That's really what I want to do with you guys here on YouTube. I'm doing it independently of YouTube or not. I'm doing it. It's just, I just thought about, my goodness, every time I pick up the camera, it's pretty much the same thing. So I just thought, you know what, I probably will take a break. I guess is what I'm saying is I don't want to, like, you guys watch the video and go, oh my goodness, here we go again. It's just, that's what it is. It's going to be a lot of that. It's part of just where I'm at right now, with all this. But I do have a big update. I do. But that's where I'm at. I'm still going to bring them. I know a lot of you comment saying that you relate or you're enjoying the content. And yeah, I'm just bringing you guys along in my journey. And that's where I'm at. But I do hope for it not to always be about this subject all the time. I really, really do. Okay. I'm aware that's kind of like what it's been. All right, so really big things are happening, and I really needed my therapy session today so bad because something really happened this morning. But major conversation with my husband that I'm going to tell you guys about. For those of you who are new, welcome. I am separated from a marriage of 24 years. He's been out of the home, but in recent times, I kind of saw that there was possibly he would have to move back in because financially, or finances, he's upholding two places, he's upholding everything financially, right? And also, and I'll be very honest with the situation with my son Aiden. He had to go to the center, and that was thousands of dollars, you guys. I'm being real. This is just the honest truth. And yeah. So, but my son is doing so good, and oh my gosh, he really is. So financially, we've been sitting down, we've been talking about it, and I am not an unfair person, or not unfair. Let me put it this way: I am not an irrational person. I understand, and yes, as far as me looking for a job and getting a job. Absolutely. I want to do that independently of all of this. I've been wanting to, but that is something that, again, there's things about me that I'm working out in therapy. What does she call it? She called it cognitive distortion is what I do to myself. It's that loop messaging, right? And I need to work on that, and I'm trying to. And where we're at right now is, we have things right now, independent if I go get a job or not, things right now financially need to be looked at, need to be, it is what it is. And so we can't carry it, or he can't, my husband. And so we've been talking. I haven't really brought it up. I think I did in my last video, which I'll put right here, which was my Sunday update. And he's back. Okay, he's back. There is a spare room upstairs here. It's empty. And yeah, that's where he's at. And The truth of the matter is, you guys, I'm not going to lie to you guys. Since talking to my husband and things, it's been very difficult for me emotionally to be in two places at one time. My therapist talked about how you go back to what is familiar and what is normal, right? And because I also let my emotions and feelings override my intellect a lot, I consider his feelings and emotions a lot. And so it's not very hard for me to find myself in that place, you know, and to keep it pushing, even though I set all these boundaries, because I did. Well, there weren't a lot, but I mean, some main points and boundaries. And I'm not going to tell you he didn't uphold them. He kind of really did. Um, it's really what I've done. And the truth of the matter is, since he's been here, um, I flowed into that way it was before, in terms of, you know, we went to the grocery store, you know, we're doing this, we're talking about the bills, da 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 da, and no, I don't wash his clothes, and yeah, those little things I don't do, but it wouldn't be long before I say, well, you know what, I'm not a bad person. Let me go ahead and wash your clothes. You know what, I'm not a bad person. Let me go ahead and do this for you. Well, what are you doing? You're back together. And I knew that I was feeling some kind of way, and I kept it pushing, is basically what I did. So I needed my therapy. I did. Here's the thing though. She's very right that it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, because it doesn't matter where you are at in terms of the presence of him. Okay? Okay? It makes it difficult, especially because I'm just now discovering so much of myself. I want to heal from a lot of the T's, like I call them now. I don't call them big T traumas, small T traumas when it comes to my marriage. The traumas, there are, and I have not even dealt with those things. But the reality is that I was falling into this, keeping it pushing, talking to him as if just taking off where we were within this past week. That's truth. And here's the other thing that I noticed before I tell you what I have concluded and understand now more than ever. Well, not now more than ever, but as I go along, I discover these things, especially since I've been talking and communicating with him. But in the 2 months that I didn't, you guys, I felt a lightness. I did not have really any anxieties. I almost felt like I had my autonomy, if that's the right word. I'm calling the colleges. I was working on projects. I had my dresser that I pulled out of the closet because his clothes are all gone. I pulled him out of the closet and making decisions on that dresser because it doesn't really work really well. Went through it, but it's still in my bathroom. I pulled out all my earrings and I was going to go through all that, and my necklaces, and not just things that here in the home. I just was going about my day normal. I was editing, you know, doing my store. I was selling so much in my store, you guys, that I was taking the stuff to the post office. I was taking you guys out during the day. And, you know, and slowly I started slipping and slipping and slipping. When she told me that you will do that, you know, I sort of said to myself, okay, okay, she's right, because I slip and then I don't like it. But what I didn't realize, honestly, truthfully, is that I'm staying here a lot longer than I'd like to. And I'm sleeping less, and I have some anxieties. I do have anxiety again, not like anxiety but you feel that anxiousness, not the ease of the day, not the ease of the night. The dresser's still there. I just bypass it now. Go in there and bypass it. Just kind of like how I was before, you know. The earrings, they're on this side of the bed, which is his side. I just sleep next to my earrings. My editing, you see, it's getting. I'm not able to. Um, yeah, I'm vlogging, so that takes me a lot longer. That's truth, you guys, because there's a lot of editing. But when I'm emotionally feeling anxious and down, I just don't open the laptop. A lot of things like I was before the separation. A lot of it. as the days would go by, the unease and the unease of the the day, the anxiousness build up, caused the nights to be broken, and in terms, I'd sleep and broken and just wake up anxiously, and it's a lot of that again. And I understand that. I understand that. He doesn't have to be here like that in that room for me to have already started this anxiety thing. I knew what was coming. I knew he was going to. You know what I mean? So I needed my therapy today. I needed my therapy because I'll tell you one thing though. Let me just make this really, really clear. He, I, I talked to him this morning. Okay, the reason why he was here this morning, in the morning, is because his job, sometimes, certain times, certain times, certain times, not all, not every month, but it's been happening a lot. He works with law enforcement. Um, and so he has to go in later on those days. He's not an enforcement officer, but he works closely with detectives and sometimes police officers. And so he has to sort of go in later. And that today's one of those days. I just couldn't do it this morning, even though I know I had therapy. I was going to wait till after therapy to talk to him, I guess. I don't know. I just knew this morning I woke up and I went, and I just said, I need to talk to you. And I did. I talked to him about my emotions, my feelings. Um, I guess I talked about my emotions and feelings with an intellect. You know what I mean? Not with the emotions and feelings and that, but about them. And I told him that, you know what, I really, really, really know I will not go back. And I'm slipping, and I have been slipping now for a while. As much as I put the boundaries, as much as I'm aware, I still slip. And since you've been here, I just sort of kept it pushing. He's in his room, I'm in mine, but it just the common ground areas of the house, the common chores of the house, the getting of the groceries, the doing of the bills, and all these common things. You just sort of I slipped right back into that comfort, that familiarity, of dysfunction, and the keeping it pushing mentality. Till finally this morning, I said, again, it was like that Marshall's moment where I looked in the mirror and I said, oh my God, I looked at my dresser. I looked at my ear. I've been sleeping with these earrings next to my, on this bed. And it's just been, I haven't been wanting to even do my belly dancing within these past couple of days this week, and I love my belly dancing. I love it. And I had to express it. And you want to know what? My husband told me today. He says, you know what, Laura? I was going to talk to you, but I am starting to really, really see what I've done. And I don't want you to keep it pushing. That was huge. That was huge. That I can't even begin to express. I won't be able to express to you what that meant. I really can't. Whoa. And I mean, I really just sat there for a little bit and I said, what? He says, I don't want you to keep it pushing. I don't want this for us. And he said to me, I don't know what this will all end up, how it will end up, but there is things I need to work on. I'm telling you guys. Just in that alone, and in the way that I said, you know what, I'm more aware You know, it's that moment where you're aware and you're not comfortable, like she said, and you're gonna not gonna stay there. You might stay there for a period, but um, this really is to me meant a lot to me, and I don't see, and I can only from today, I can only sort of look at what I've had and what all the work I still need to do with healing of the traumas, of the T's, and healing and all of that, where I'm going to end up mentally, and all his healing, where he's going to end up mentally. But I can tell you, though, that we're almost on the same page from what I can tell, at least for today, at least for today. And he understands. He understands that there is that separation still. I'm not going to fall into doing his laundry. I'm not. I'm not going to fall into doing the things that I used to do. Like, you know what I mean? No, we're going to carry on as a separation. Very hard situation, I admit. Maybe, I don't know if this is an odd situation, but the reality is that we are facing things with finances. We have children together, and we are, the issues between us are not those that require an immediate, you know, whew, away. He's not, like I said, he's never, you know, it's not that for me. There's no substances, there's no cheating, it's not that. It's not that, you know. So is this hard? Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I don't know. I don't know. I'm starting to think maybe, you put yourself in a hard situation. You maybe I'll have to deal with it more quicker. I don't know. You know what I mean? And I definitely set the boundaries again. And actually, he said, I I understand them. I understand them. We talked about, like I said, the mundane things like laundry, his laundry. He's like, don't touch my laundry, don't touch my stuff, don't touch the room. That's all me. My responsibility is still to the home financially. It's still to provide, And honestly, when it comes to finances and things, independent of him and independent of all this, you guys, there is something that I want within myself, a little bit more independence. I really do. I really do. And I do feel like my eBay does really, really well, there is a little bit of that financial independence that I feel. There is independence that I want, but not in the sense that I want to just go do my own thing. It's not in that sense, but in a way it is. But in a way, it's more of so much codependency on him that I want regaining my own sort of autonomy, even if the marriage comes back. You know, it was never healthy for me to give so much up. And there's a reason why he accepted that validation for him. And there's a lot of learning here. There's a lot of learning. There's a lot I could see in him that is definitely growing. And it's definitely, I knew something clicked when I talked to him. That I'll put a video here, explains it. And I see it. I see it. I see it more and more. So, it is hard, you guys. But I don't know. I feel like I said, I'm a Christian and I believe in God, and I want to do things within that scope. And that's it, you guys. That's it. That's where I'm at today. Tomorrow's my therapy. I may come back, but I'm going to figure out the videos. I'm still here, okay? I'm still here. I'm not going to take a break. Again, the break wasn't really for me in essence. It's just that everything is the same right now. This is where I'm at in my life, and I just kind of wanted to, not bring the same thing. And I promise, I shouldn't promise. My hope is that we evolved in all of this. But I gotta be here for a little bit, you guys. I do, for a little bit. Okay, my friends, that is it. Why are my eyes so red? My eye was crazy. Could it be my contact lenses? You know what? I soaked these in a hydrogen peroxide thing, and you have to put it in the chamber. And if you don't seal the chamber all the way, it doesn't sort of do its thing. And maybe, especially this one, I'm gonna go take them off. Maybe that's what it is, because they are kind of burning a little bit. So I think it is that. Okay, my friends, that is it. I will let you guys go. This is where I'm at. I think no matter how much I slipped, I feel good. Oh, let me leave you with a really good note. How's that? My top is from Apartment 9. It is an XXL, you guys. And I agree, XXL from here. But these sleeves, these right here, oh my gosh, you guys. I would have been able to wear my shirt, this shirt a little bit ago, but it was my arms. The fact that I could wear this right now tells me that my arms are shaping up, okay? That's what that tells me. My arms are shaping up because no way I could not move. But oh my gosh, you guys. So that means, again, that means my arms are taking shape. My arms are. Something's happening. Feels good. But yeah, Apartment 9, it is an XXL. And I'll untuck it real quick. And I really love the hunter green. I love the hidden placket. I love that. So, yay! It's a long one, so you can wear it untucked with some leggings, because it's really, really long. See? But I can't believe it, you guys. All right, my friends, that is it. Thank you guys so much for just sticking with me. It helps if you watch my videos. It helps so much if you thumbs up my videos. Share my videos if you like. It really, really does. Or thumbs down my videos. I've said that before. Because like I said, I get those too. And it's all good. It's all good. All right, my friends, take care. I'll see you soon. Bye.